name's Melissa Wilson, and I'm from Lil Miss Leadfoot, and we're here at PRI. And I have a very special guest with me today who gave me the opportunity to do an interview with him. This is three-time Top Fuel World Champion, Antron Brown. Here at Lil Miss Leadfoot, we want to get down to the nitty-gritty. We want to know how you got to where you are, how you got to the big time.
The big time, you know, it was a step-by-step process, and basically one of the things is that I put myself out around what I truly love, which was drag racing. I grew up around a little kid in sportsman racing, and then I took it from that where I literally got like a part-time job working in an engine shop, and took it from that to working on the race team, from the race team to like going to school, get my license, and bam, I was here. The main focus of it is that whatever you choose to do in life, if you put yourself out and around what you truly love, the opportunity will come, but the question is, are you going to be prepared to take that opportunity? And unfortunately, I was, because it's what I lived, ate, slept, and dreamed about. And one of my mentors always told me one day, he goes, when you eat, sleep, and dream it, you don't realize that you have became it. And then all you got to do is live it. And that's what I did each and every day. And I did some jobs that I never wanted to do, but those are jobs you have to do to get to where you're at.
Right, you got to start low to get top.
Yes,
right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, you start in all different various shapes. The thing about it is, as long as you're taking a step to move forward, that's the biggest thing.
So what would you say that one opportunity that got you in the seat of a top fuel car?
I would say the biggest thing that really helped me out the most is first, like I didn't come in the field of professional drag racing top fuel or like funny car, because I came here racing motorcycles, something that I love, the two-wheel warriors. And I had a blast over there, and it taught me along the way. And I was around a lot of influential people where I got to start putting feelers out and telling them, say, hey, this is something I like to do down the road.
Yep.
And some people are like, man, you crazy, like, you know, because you're going to top fuel car, you're doing this, doing that. But then I was like, I always truly wanted to do it, and it literally took me 7 years of politicking, letting people know, to get an opportunity to even drive one. And then when I did, that tells you determination where you don't stop.
Right.
After 2 years of trying, people will stop. I was trying for 7 years while I was racing pro stock motorcycle professionally, so that was the biggest thing for me, to literally like keep my head down and get after it. You know,
keep grinding.
Yes.
What told you not to stop?
Yeah. Well, the thing about it, one thing that told me not was it's just I'm one of those true competitors that hate losing, and I learned at an early age that the only way you don't get something to happen is when you quit on yourself. There's nobody else's fault.
Yep.
There's nobody else in the way. There's obstacles in the way, but if you try to jump over a wall and you can't get it the first time, you got to try a different way.
Yep.
And if you can't get over the second time, try a third time. You try a fourth time, you can't get it. But maybe the fifth or sixth time, when you finally get over it, next time you get a wall the same size, you know how to get over it really easy.
Yep.
So my main thing is just I just kept on going.
Yeah.
Never stopping, and I always try to move forward. And I always tell people, whatever you sell your service for, you have to over deliver. If you sell somebody a $5 service, you got to give them a $10 service. And if you do that, you'll go far in this industry, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. So I started in juniors. I'm now in super comp, and my goal is to get to top fuel. So what advice do you have for people like me who have been racing their whole lives but don't know where to start to get to that point where they want to be in top fuel, funny car?
Well, what I always say is, like when I start this deal out, is that if that's where you want to truly be, you got to start going to national events, put yourself out, and maybe not even do a job that you like doing. Maybe you're a parts washer on the fuel team, or maybe you're doing hospitality on the team, or maybe you're doing social media or media engagements for a team, but you're learning it, because this is the thing. Once you put yourself around what you want to do, now you're not on the outside looking in. You're on the inside, and you're understanding how everything operates, how it works, how to engage partnerships, how do you handle partnerships, how do you talk to people, how do you sell it, how do you create B2B opportunities where there's a direct ROI, return on investment, for the people that you get tied into sport. Because our sport's not like how it was old school, where we're going to race on TV, I'm going to give you $5 million to put your sticker on the car, I'm going to smile, and we're going to win races for you.
Nope.
That's not how it is. You got to learn how the business operates. And if you want to be successful at it, like you doing just like you did junior dragsters. What made you great at junior dragsters? You're out the racetrack week in and week out, and then you saw the people that were doing it well, and you study and learn from them, and you figure out how to make yourself better to achieve it. How you do it, and then once you got in super comp, you started that whole process all over again. Now, if I put you over in top fuel, you're going to learn the same things that we all know, because you're going to see it every day, learn every day, grow every day, and then you're going to meet people that's already out there that might be capable to give you that opportunity to do what you truly want to do.
Okay. I like that answer, because I've been doing, like, I know a lot of people trying to get to where they want to go into top fuel funny. And it's definitely, it's a hard thing because there's multiple paths you can go down.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
But a lot of people, the easiest path is to find somebody's got a lot of money that believes in you, that's going to invest in you. But the thing about it is, you got to also say, well, for somebody to believe into me that way, what am I doing to get that kind of attention?
Right.
You know
what sets you apart?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people do it all different types of ways. Like for me, it was my work ethic, how hard I worked. And then also how I represented myself, how I speak, and what you see all the time with me 24/7 is what you get.
Yeah.
I don't change. It's me 24/7.
Yep.
People go, are you really like that? Yeah,
I'm really like that. Yep.
So, and then also what it does is too, it's hard deal because people are so money stricken. They'll take money and do anything for money, and they'll represent companies that really don't represent or apply to them. So how do you represent something if you don't truly believe in it?
Right. You don't.
You can't.
Yeah.
Well, me, Matco Tools is one of the best tools because I'm a mechanic. Look at my hands. Look at all the cuts and scars and everything else. So basically, what we do is that's how we work, and I use them every day. So it's not hard for me to sell Matco Tools and tell them that they have the best tools in the business. Is what we're trying to do, or put distributors in tool trucks. You know, thank you. So that's where I believe if you find something that you can represent, that you truly believe in, that's a part of what your personality, your lifestyle is, you don't have to sell nothing. It's what you do every day.
Right. That's so true. So you just started your own race team.
Yes.
You are now the owner of your own race team. What made you want to go out and do that?
I have control of my own destiny. And it's like I've raced for numerous race teams, won numerous championships. We've done so many different things on different levels. But then I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, all the people I was racing for, I said, what's going to happen when the Don Schumachers are not here no more? What's going to happen when John Force retires one day, or he doesn't retire, or whatever? You know, who's going to be next in line to hold that torch?
Right.
So I was like, well, damn, I got to start this now. Like I'm like in the middle of my career, and it's the time to do it. I'm going to do it. So that's what I chose to do, and I also want to do it for the people that I work with and the people that I'm all around.
Yep.
Because it's not me doing it for myself, I'm doing it for all of us.
Yeah.
And them. It's like racing is not a business that you profit from. It's a racing business is something that you truly enjoy, that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
We don't become millionaires from racing.
No, a lot of people are like, why the heck do you do this?
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes I think about myself all the time, and I go, man, if I put this much effort in a business, a day-to-day business, I'd have been a millionaire a long time ago. Yeah. And I'd have been retired. I could have been almost retired right now, having somebody else do what we do. Yeah. But that's just a part of it. You know what I mean?
Right. So in August, you announced your Accelerate program.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Our Accelerate program, a lot of people thought it was a driver development program. It's not that. It's what people is classified in short term. What it is, we are basically what I call an assist company. So what our Accelerate program is about accelerating people to be the best version of themselves and trying to help them get there, whether it's a complete race team, consulting them on how to run a race team or how to do certain things, or whether it's a person that comes in that's got sponsors and you want to learn how to not keep them, I mean not just to have them, but to keep them and keep them interested where they don't go away. You see a lot of people get a sponsor, after 2 years it goes away, because you know why? They get them, but they don't know how to retain them. So we can actually give them those necessary tools. For somebody that's got relationship built, but they want to go get sponsorship. We got the tools to help them put their decks together and stuff to go solicit sponsorships. But we're not the company that's going to go out and find a sponsorship for you. Right. Because nobody's going to find a sponsorship for you like you will for yourself. Right. And what we're doing is we're just going to be a network of opportunity and tools for you to use to get you to the place that you want to be. And even if it's some drivers that got deals, that sponsorship, then they want to be consultants on the side of how can they be a better driver? How can they get their mental mind focus right? We have an avenue for that. Right. And for AB Motorsports, like we have all these tools in-house, and I was like, well, why am I just using it for what we got when we got so much that's healthy that we could actually help the whole motorsports industry in so many different ways, especially on the drag racing side with it, but we can help other forms of motorsports and also help other teams on the performance aspect. If they're struggling performance-wise, we can help them and maybe steer them in the right direction where our brain trusts the crew chiefs that we have, and then the parts and pieces we got. So the Accelerate program is basically to accelerate people to get them to where they want to, and not for them to take the long road about where a lot of things they're going through is things that we've been through, that we can point them in the right direction and give them some ability to improve in a lot faster time. And then in racing, time is everything.
Time is everything. It is. So my next question for you is it's about junior dragsters.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you definitely don't, but I actually met you when I was around 13 years old. I was at the Eastern Conference Finals, and you were with your son.
Really?
Yep, you were with your son. Everyone knew that Antron Brown and his son were racing the Eastern Conference Finals. And so I know you have such a great passion for junior dragsters.
Yes.
What advice can you give to kids and parents who are looking to get into the junior dragster community?
Well, some of the advice that I can give is to, one, make it fun. And listen to me, parents. Do not live your racing dreams through your kids.
Yes.
Let them have their own dreams and ambitions, and let them learn, because they're not winning $1 million, and it's not life-threatening when they lose. And what I mean by that is I see it so much is that my son used to look at me and goes, "Dad, why are you laughing at me when I lose?" And I'm so upset at myself. And he goes, "These other parents are mad with their kids, and they're kicking stuff around." I said, "Because you know what, son? I'm loving it because you're 8, 10, 11, 12 years old, and you're learning things at that age that I learned when I was 24 racing." You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't have junior dragsters.
Yep.
I didn't get to get in that one-on-one race deal and was able to win and lose by 1,000ths or 2,000ths of a second. I didn't get that kind of stuff until I got to be older. And I said, the cool part about me is you're learning a lot of life lessons right now, and then my son and daughter understand what I meant. But the funny part, my daughter said the best one time. She gave me everything. She goes, and one of her teachers asked, "What does racing do for you?" That's like a dream to do that. And she goes, "It's not a dream. My dad does that for a living." Because they asked a big fear for it, and they want to be professional racers.
Yep.
And my daughter goes, "But you know what? My dad has taught me, racing has taught me in my everyday life, that I only get out what I put in. And when I was losing, my daughter goes, well, I lost second round or third round. She goes, I went back home, did nothing. I got the same result the same weekend. But then when I went home and saw my brother start winning and saw that my little brother was on a tree every night for 30, 40 minutes. And then he's pretending sitting in the car looking over like he's driving the big end, and he's hitting the brakes, then he's getting back on. And she goes, I didn't know what my little brother was doing, but he told me, and I started practicing. And the next weekend I got runner-up. And the weekend after that, I won my first race. And she goes, so then what I figured out was, I got to put the time in if I want to be good.
Oh, yep.
And she says, then I apply that to my schoolwork. Then I applied it to my job. And she goes, now I apply it to my everyday life and dance and everything else.
Yep. Yeah, Junior Dragsters really develops the kids and makes them better at every aspect in life. So, and I can relate to that too, because I loved it in juniors. I learned so much, and it's carrying over into Super Comp and into my life. So the last question I have for you is, we're called Lil Miss Leadfoot, and we advocate for grassroots racers and car enthusiasts, and we are spreading the message that not only can you have a Leadfoot on the track, but you can have a Leadfoot in life. So I think I already know the answer to this question, but do you think you found your Leadfoot?
Leadfoot, I got two. Which one you want? You want the left? Because the right is dangerous.
I love that answer. Great answer. Thank you so much, Antron Brown. It was great talking to you.
Pleasure.
It was great meeting you.
It was nice meeting Miss Leadfoot.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.